Hello students, hope you all are fine and safe. You have spent lot of time on studies and doing some work. Now after that, how do you feel? You feel very tired, isn't it? You want to get relaxed. Now what you do to get relaxed? That is our choice. We do different activities to get relaxed. Like we may go to gymnasium to do some exercise so that we get fresh, we feel fresh. Then we can watch TV so that we can entertain ourselves, or we can play some nice games and sports to get engaged ourselves and feel very relaxed. Or we can go with some hobbies. Yes, we do have different hobbies like dancing, singing, listening songs, gardening, doing some drawings and all. So it depends on us how we want to spend our time. Now that is our chapter. This is basically based on the games we play. So many children, like you naughty children, you want to spend your time to get relaxed by playing different games. So this chapter is based on the games that we play. Now before starting the chapter, let us go through the hard words. Gymnasium. Gymnasium, it is the place, or we can say a closed building where people do different physical activities like exercise or perform different activities. Competitive. Competitive means when any sport or game is played with a target and it is to defeat others. When we play any game to defeat others and with a particular target, it is called a competitive sports, and it is played among two different people, or it can be two different groups. Professional. Professional means when somebody is paid for that work, whatever the occupation he is or she is in. So when they are getting money, when they are earning money, that is called profession. For example, a doctor is doing a professional job. A teacher is doing a professional job. Why? Because they are getting money for that. They are getting paid for the activities what are they are doing, or they are getting paid for the occupation. Martial art. Martial art is a type of sport, especially it is to defend ourselves or to attack someone. Martial art, it is mainly to defend ourselves, to protect ourselves and to attack others. So this type of sport activity is called martial art. Archery, it is bow and arrow. You might have observed, nowadays you might have seen this Ramayana where they are playing or they are fighting with their enemies with the bow and arrows. So that is a type of sport event nowadays, that is called archery, where we use bow and arrow and we target a spot and we then leave it so that it can hit the spot. So that is archery. And acrobats, they are the people who perform the gymnastics. So they are called acrobats. Now, what activity we want to do, it can be of many types. Like I told you earlier, we can go for gymnasium to make a good body, and we can feel it is very good because it physically makes us very strong. So gymnasium. Then television. Yes, nowadays the television is providing, the different channels are providing many entertaining programs that we all like to sit and watch, and you must be also knowing that you also want to spend most of your time in television, as they provides many good information, especially regarding nature or regarding science, or some epics can be there that gives us good moral values. Like nowadays they are telecasting this Ramayana, Mahabharata, Shri Krishna and all different programs. So this is all that teaches us moral values. They are very good for us, and even we get relaxed when we watch these type of television programs sitting along with our family. Even you all must be watching that Tarak Mehta and all. That also gives good values, good morals, and also entertain us when we laugh. Actually, the laughing is a very good exercise. So, throughout our work, throughout our daily busy life, we always forget to laugh. So, when we sit with our family, we enjoy the programs, we see different programs, different comedy programs, we start laughing. So when we laugh, it actually releases all our tensions outside. It is a best way to get relaxed to watch some comedy serials. But there may be some serials or there may be some movies that are not good for you. That means they are not of your level. So generally your elders, they ask you to move from that place or they get you engaged in some other activities. So you should be obeying them. It is them who know that what is good and what is not good for you. So if your elders ask you to go to another place and do some other work, you should never argue and you should never force them to let you see all these things because they are elders, they can see, but you are very small kids, you cannot see. So, or you should not see. So, that time you should not be rude to them. So, television is one of the best, watching television is one of the best entertaining, but sitting long time in front of television is not good for us. I repeat, sitting long time, spending more time sitting in front of the television is not good for us. Mentally and physically, it affects our eyes. The radiations that are coming from these televisions are not good for our eyes when we are watching. We should maintain some certain distance in between so that the radiations, the rays, harmful rays that are coming from the television should not affect our eyes. So we should not spend much time watching television. And second thing, mentally, when we watch most of our time the television only, and after that when we get up, see, we are doing this to get relaxed. We are doing this so that we feel our tiredness. But what happens when we watch television for more time, then after that we start feeling lazy and bored. So that is not our aim. Watching television is only to get relaxed, only to entertain ourselves, only to make us tension free for some time. But if you watch television for much longer time, then after spending so much of time on television, we start feeling very lazy and bored. So I repeat, don't watch television for more time and don't watch the programs that your elders have restricted you. For children, there are many cartoon networks, many discovery channels, many geographical channels so that you can have a good knowledge. So, a coin can have two sides, good or worse. So, we should always take the good part that television provides us very good information. So, we should watch television to get information, to entertain ourselves, to relax ourselves, but not to destroy ourselves. As sitting long time in front of television can affect your studies also. If you start feeling bored and tired and lazy, then how you can continue your studies? So it is, the relaxation is not to give a full stop to a study. It is just to give a break to a study. So this watching television is good. You watch good programs, sitting with your family, you enjoy television, but not for a much time. Then yes, games and sports. That is one of the important way to get relaxed ourselves. When we play different games, our mind gets totally engaged in the game and we forget all our worries, all our tensions, all our exams, and we feel very happy when we are winning and if we feel sad when we are losing. But nevertheless, see, losing is also a part of the game only. The important thing is to win in our lives. Clear? So games and sports, and yes, hobbies are always there. So you can spend your quality time like making some beautiful sceneries, beautiful drawings, beautiful pictures. If you are not interested in drawing, you can have, if you have a good garden outside, you can spend some time with the nature. See, gardening is spending a time with nature. You can see the different small animals, insects, then beautiful butterflies, beautiful flowers, their beautiful colors. So that is the time you can spend, and when we take fresh air from the garden, we feel very relaxed. So many people, they have the hobby as gardening. Other than that, you can read for story books, you can write something from your own, you can be a good poet during this ideal time. So it depends on you, it depends on your views, what you want to be, how you want to spend your quality time, your spare time. This is only the short time that you are spending other than studies. Studies, they are always at the top. So hobbies, you can have different hobbies and you can spend your time with your hobbies. Now if we come to games and sports, there are varieties of games and sports. So the first level division of games and sports are like indoor games and outdoor games. If we see, so if we divide games and sports, then the games and sports are specially of two categories. One is indoor games and another one is outdoor games. With the name itself, we can easily tell indoor games are the games that are played in a closed room inside the house or inside any closed building. I repeat, indoor games are the games that are played inside the house or inside a closed building. For example, carom, chess, ludo. These are some games that can be played sitting inside the house. Yes. Then the outdoor games, definitely these are the games that have to be played, that has to be played outside. They are not supposed to play inside. These are the outdoor games that are played outside in an open ground. I repeat, outdoor games are the games that have to be played in an open ground. Clear? For example, we can play cricket, your favorite game, football, hockey, then badminton, there are many other games that like kabaddi, kho-kho. So all these games must be played outside. You cannot play a cricket inside, otherwise your mother will play a cricket with you. Okay, so cricket, football, hockey, badminton, kho-kho, kabaddi, these are the games that require open area, that require an open ground, that has to be played in the open area. So it can be generally in small places or in small gullies. You must have watched children playing cricket. So they made the road only their playground. So these games must be played in a playground in an open area. So we have seen here that games and sports, there are two types of games like indoor games and outdoor games. And the indoor games, the games that can be played inside the closed room or inside any house or a building. Then carom, chess, ludo, these are the indoor games. And outdoor games, the games that have to be played outside in a open area in a open playground. For example, cricket, badminton, football, hockey, these all are the outdoor games. Now, when we are playing games, some points are very important to remember. The first thing is, winning is not important, because when we play games, it definitely our mind gets relaxed. And second thing, we make many friends with our games. Yes, when we play games, we make friends, good friends, and we develop good relationship with all our players who are playing the game, or all our friends. So whenever we play game, it is not only to win. Even if we lose the game, then also we should remember that we are playing to relax ourselves. We are not in a battleground. We are not going for any ladai where our winning is important. Otherwise they will come and they will acquire our empire. मेरा पूरा साम्राज्य चला जाएगा, ऐसा नहीं है. It is a game that has to be played only for spending your time other than studies. So what is important is, when we play a game, it should be played fairly. So a fair game is very important. So winning or losing is not that much important as the playing is important. Our participation is important. Now, if we see the outdoor games, there are two types of games then. One is individual game. This is as per the number of players. According to the number of players, especially the indoor games, they are individual games. And other one is team game. Individual game, team game. So generally the indoor games are individual games and the outdoor games are team games. Clear? Now, and the players, those who all are playing on the same side, they are called a team. Team means all the players playing in the same side, they are called a team. And individual games, when we play with other person, it can be one or two. So that is individual games. For example, if you are playing chess, so you can play among only two people. Clear? So chess can be played only among two people. Others can help in a game, but mostly it is the mind work of only two people. Same way Ludo can be played only among the four people, like four opponents we can say they should play. Even in outdoor games there are some individual games. I repeat, even in outdoor, if you see golf is always played among two people. So that is an individual game. They are not playing among big groups or big teams. So that's why I said some of the times or most of the times individual games are indoor games and team games are outdoor games. Clear? Now in individual games, like we have chess that can be played among only two, carom can be played only among four, table tennis like that. So they all are only individual, one-to-one opponent, person to person. It is a game of person to person. But if we see a team game is played in between two different groups. The teams, they make teams and these games are played between two different groups. For example, you can see cricket. Then football. Then hockey. So these are some important games that were generally played among two different groups. You know, our Indian cricket team, it is the best team of the world, and when it plays with other groups, like we say, like other teams like West Indies, South Africa, and then Australia, Sri Lanka. So when they are playing as a team. They are not playing any individual game. Sachin never bats for himself or Sehwag never bats for himself. They are playing even today's cricketer, who is that? Virat Kohli. Yes, Virat Kohli. He never bats for himself. He is not playing the individual game. He is playing for the team. So that is the teamwork they are doing. So team games are cricket, football, hockey, where they are playing against the other teams or other groups they are playing. Even in India, people play among other states and all. So two different states are playing that time. They represent the state. So that is different levels how they are playing. Like national, international, district level, there are many levels. So team games are played among the two different groups, and the players of the team are called the group is called team, and the players are called team members or players. Now, as I told you, in any game, participation is important, our involvement is important, but winning is not that much important. Winning is important, but winning is not everything. Even if we lose, we learn something. Yes. Even if we lose in a game, we learn something. So just with the fear of that I will get defeated, we should not put a step back. We should have a step forward, because winning is not everything. This is not the time of life and all. There we can talk that yes, I have to get success and life in life and all. But this is a simple game where winning is not everything. So what should we do when we are playing a game? The game should be played in a fair way. Fair way means no cheatings. When we are playing a game, the game should be played fairly without doing any cheatings. So many times what happens when people, especially in big games like this, when people or when team members they play, they argue with each other. They come on fight with each other. That time they call umpire or referee. Umpire or referee is the person related to the sport event who decides what is the correct one and who is doing the legally, who is doing illegally. So he is there to solve the disputes. When two groups they come on fight and they start arguing with each other, then they call for umpire or referee. Suppose you and your brother or sister, when you start fighting, your mother comes in between and solves all the problems. So this is the role of the umpire or referee. So when two groups or two teams they argue with each other, or they are on fight with each other, or they have some problem with each other, they call umpire or referee to solve their problems, to solve their disputes. So in sports, the umpire plays very important role, because he is the person who knows what is correct and what is wrong, who is playing fairly, who is doing the cheating. He observes everything, and when it comes the time to interfere, the referee, he always gives the correct decision. He decides who is correct, who is wrong, who is playing fairly, who is doing all the cheatings and then arguing. So the referee or umpire is the person who solves the disputes among two groups. Clear? Now children, this games and sports, it is a very wide subject. How much we go inside, you will see different varieties in that. So in our next class, we will discuss the role of women in sports, and we will discuss how the different levels are played and how the different people they become very successful just taking the sport as their occupation. Clear? So they, other than studies, they have chosen sports as their occupation and they achieve success in their lives. So we will discuss about those people. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.